going on, everyone? Today we got to talk about Zora because I was tracking this thing and then Zora did the unthinkable. So we're going to talk about this. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice, but let's talk about Zora. So guys, we were supposed to be bullish inside of Zora. So for starters, let's just start talking about the prices right now. Right now, we're kind of sideways 0.3% in the last 24 hours. You can see all this consolidation here. We'll talk about that in a second. 7.6% up in the last 7 days. Still 78% in the last 14 days. So you can't say nothing about Zora. 37% in the last 30 days. But I do feel like there's going to be a pullback here in the price. I'll explain why. And I'll explain what could happen and what could stop it from pulling back. So in the last 24 hours, our 24-hour trading volume is at 125 million. Decent compared to the market cap at 414 million. If this 24-hour trading volume drops below 100 million, we're going to see a significant drop for the price of Zora. The price is going to start going further and further down, so we got to prepare for that. We have to keep that trading volume high, because if it lowers, then Zora is just going to do what it's doing before, trading around 5 cents. And that is when it was lower, around like 30 million in trading volume. So we want to stay higher in trading volume. We want to stay above 100 million. But what I was mentioning before is this ascending triangle here. So as you can see, this right here is an ascending triangle, and an ascending triangle is a bullish signal right here. It's a bullish chart pattern. So what we're seeing is a bullish chart pattern. We were supposed to go up, but we didn't. We actually ended up breaking down here. And something that a lot of people, have to realize is it's not that we got it wrong. We got it right. This is definitely an ascending triangle. So we got that part right. But what we got wrong, or what is wrong, is that it only has a 72.77% win rate. So an ascending triangle has a win rate, a success rate of 72.77%. So, it was just part of that 30% or part of that 28%, right? That we just didn't get. So you just have to look at it like that sometimes. And then also there's a possibility that it could start to, try to break out now. Because just because it, started trading sideways outside of it doesn't mean that it can't, have the breakout a little bit after the ascending triangle. So I think that we're still good here inside of Zora. But the main thing you want to watch out for is this. You just want to watch out for this. You don't want to see Zora going below 8 cents. Because if Zora goes below 0.08, if we go below 8 cents, we are then looking for lower lows. So we're then looking for here, because the last major support before we took off was right at that 5 cent area, 0.053. So you would end up seeing Zora going down towards 0.053 if we ended up breaking this level right here, which is 8 cents. And that's why I was also talking about the volume, because if we see the volume dropping below 100 million, then it's going to be back to around 30 million. Where was the price around 30 million in volume? It was 0.05. It was around 5 cents. So if we go down in volume, and if you also see Zora breaking below 8 cents, then we're probably going to end up seeing 5 cents coming soon after that. So that's definitely something you gotta watch out for. Keep it on your radar right now. On the %R trend exhaustion, the blue line here is the long-term trend. That's the blue line, and then the short-term trend is the white line. Both of them are simultaneously going down at the same time. But the short-term trend could easily start to shoot up here and catch the long-term trend and then go up. It does happen like that a lot. You can kind of see it here. The long-term trend goes sideways until the short-term trend kind of catches up with it, and then that happens. So sometimes it happens like that, but it's a case-by-case basis, honestly. And then for the MACD, we're still seeing selling pressure here, but it was so much selling pressure from Zora. I'm really waiting to see when the buying pressure starts, because that could be what sends Zora up higher. So we could end up seeing Zora going higher. So let's say we continue to the upside here outside of this ascending triangle, right? Let's say the ascending triangle was just a little bit late and then it breaks out. Where can Zora end up getting to? That is probably closer up here towards 20 cents, because as you can see, the previous all-time high here is all the way here at about 14, pretty much 15 cents. If we could pass that, then the next level for Zora is going to be at 20 cents. So if you see it passing this ascending triangle, getting up here to the previous all-time high. If it passes that previous all-time high, we're then looking for 20 cents on Zora. If it goes up to the upside, that's what we're going to be looking for. So just to kind of recap what we got here, if we break out towards the upside, we're looking for first the 15 cents, and then we're looking to get up to 20 cents, right? But if we break out on the downside, kind of like how we're doing now, if it's confirmed that we're on the downside and we break down below 8 cents, then we're heading towards 5 cents. So you guys got to be prepared for that. And if we head for 5 cents, there's a possibility that we go lower than 5 cents. And I'm willing to bet if we go and hit 5 cents, then we're more than likely coming down here to 0.025. And I know people are probably going to be like, oh, Marcellus, you're just doing doom and gloom now. You're just trying to scare people. You're just doing FOMO. No, this is how it goes in the market. Like, we see crazy stuff like this all the time. Like, I just now watched Advantage go from $2.34 all the way down to 47 cents. And I called it the whole way. And on the whole way up, I was like, hey, we're good, we're good. And I was watching it on the way up. And then when we're at the top, I was like, okay, now you guys better start being scared. We're about to start going down. Then we start going down. And then I started telling people, hey, this is the price target, 70 cents. After that, better watch out for 50. What did we do? We hit 70 cents. And what else happened? 50 cents. What else happened? Told them after 50, hey, watch out for 47. 47 comes. Now I'm telling people, hey, watch out for 40 cents. 40 cents might come pretty soon. And then I already have 27 cents set as a target after 40 cents on advances. And now I'm starting to see the same pattern here inside of Zora, where the highs are becoming lower. We don't want to see lower highs. We don't want to see lower highs. But the reality is, if we do not break past the previous all-time high, we're creating lower highs by default, right? By definition, we're creating lower highs if we do not pass this all-time high. So we need to pass it. We need to get past this first, right? This little trend line that I just created here. There is a trend line right here around 11 cents. We need to pass that 11 cent trend line first. And then we need to get up to this 15 cent resistance so then we can get up to 20 cents. So we got to pass our previous all-time high, or else, you know, things are just not going to look too good for us. And like I'm saying, like, look, like, you can kind of see like a pattern forming here. Like, this isn't no joke. If Advantage does something, or if Zora does something like this, right? Then again, we are now looking for what? 5 cents first. And then if it breaks 5 cents, then we are looking for 0.025. Why? That is because that's right before everything started to go crazy for Zora. So that is a strong support. So this is pretty much what I got for you guys today. I know a lot of people aren't going to like hearing their favorite crypto is going to possibly dump. But there's a possibility Zora can continue to break out. But I'm telling you guys right now, Bitcoin is not looking too strong right now. If Bitcoin continues to pull back, it can pull Zora down. It can definitely pull Zora down. Now, we are seeing a lot of buying pressure coming in through the MACD on Bitcoin, so that's pretty good in itself. And then you can also see the %R trend exhaustion is kind of turning up, the short-term trend going up, as well as the long-term trend going up a little bit slower than the short-term trend. But I still have a prediction that Bitcoin is going to continue to pull back. We have not finished out this pattern yet. Typically, I feel like we're going to end up finishing out this pattern. And if this happens, then, you know, it's just going to be another cycle. And then we could also look at the 32% drops that we have, followed by the bull flags and the wedges. So we can see here, 32% drop here with that little bull flag, 32% drop here with a falling wedge, 32% drop here with a falling wedge. But we haven't yet done the 32% drop inside of Bitcoin until Bitcoin hits 85K. So that is the target that I have for Bitcoin. And if Bitcoin comes back and hits 85K, then we would only have to expect that Zora would probably pull back to a low point as well. And that kind of backs up the thesis that I just now mentioned about how I think that Zora could quite possibly get to 5 cents, even as low as 0.025. So there's a possibility that you're going to see a crash inside of Zora here too. And we're already seeing the weakness. We're seeing the lower highs being created. We had a bullish signal. We had a bullish chart pattern. We had an ascending triangle, but the ascending triangle failed, and it only works 72% of the time. The reason why it didn't work is because we're in the 28% of the time that it doesn't work. And when is that? It's usually when we're in a downtrend in the market. So we're probably going to continue to see Zora and some other projects going a little bit further down. So hopefully, if Zora starts to break out, it can pass this 11-cent trend line. But if not, look for 5 cents, guys. Look for 5 cents. And then when it finally reaches that level, we may be going lower to 0.025 as well. So hopefully this can help some people out. Hopefully some people listen. And then another pattern, I guess you could say, that we quite possibly could be forming is this. So if we get rejected up here and come down here, again, 5 cents. But if we break 5 cents down here, then we are screwed. So you can see like everything, it kind of lines up. So we don't want to break 5 cents, right? We don't want to break 5 cents. We don't want to go closer towards 0.025 because, that's just too low at that point. But anyways, shout out to all the subscribers out there. Shout out to all the new members inside the channel. Shout out to everybody. Go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe, people. Leave a comment in the comment section. And also, if you want to become a member, go ahead and do that. It's only $9.99 per month. You'll probably make the money back in the first month. And you can have me go over any project and do a technical analysis on any project that's not a low cap scam coin, and no project that is just, some random Ponzi, right? And no little penny stock. I'll go over stocks too, but I'm not doing no penny stocks, guys. All right. None of that little small stuff, right? But anyway, shout out to you guys. Shout out to the members. Go ahead and join, guys. It's definitely worth it. And for all the members out there, go on and get your questions in. Let me know what project you guys want me to go over next. Tomorrow, I'm gonna be knocking them out every day. I got one that I'm about to do right now for a member, so we're gonna be going over that one too. But yeah, shout out to everybody out there. And as always, I'll be back with another video.